Right, okay, we'll take a quick break. It's time for Catz Curiosity time. And this week, have you done your homework this week, buddy? So, Ranty, what I did is I asked Catz to find out for me, to calculate how many golf balls are in the air on Earth at any one time. And he says he's done it. So let's see what he's got.
I'll talk you through my process now. There's going to be people who are, and also I'm really curious as to why that question's been asked. I'm sure I'll find out afterwards. But there'll be people who actually play golf who will be listening to some of the assumptions I've made here, and they're going to think that's not right.
Well, I play golf, so I'll tell you if you're out on your assumptions.
Okay, brilliant. So I needed to Google one or two facts,
of course,
to get me started. So first thing I Googled was the number of people in the world who are estimated to play golf. I needed a starting point, which come out at 36.9 million people.
Wow.
So, yeah, a lot of people. So then I thought, well, how often are people going to play? So I also Googled, I went on some golf forums, how often on average do you play golf? And we had the extremes, but it did seem to average out in terms of the number of rounds a week. Less than once a week. But then I had to factor in, if we're talking about golf balls in the air, we've got to factor in driving ranges. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to add that together. I'm going to say it is once a week.
Okay.
Right? So then I needed to figure out, well, how many people playing golf per day? I just thought, if we're going to do it on average, let's do an average. So I divided 36.9 million by 7 to get 5.27 million people playing per day. But then I had to think, well, of those 5.27 million playing per day, how many are playing at actually any one time? So I Googled how long does it take to play 18 holes? And it takes about, apparently on average, I don't play about 4 hours.
Yeah, 4 or 5 hours. That's fair. Yeah. So
that's what I use. So I thought, well, if I can divide that 5.27 million by 8. Now, why did I divide it by 8? Oh, no, I assumed a 3-hour play because I was factoring in driving range as well, which was a lot quicker. So that's kind of an assumption I've added to it.
Yeah.
So then obviously there's 8 lots of 3 hours in a day. So I divided the 5.27 million by 8 to get about 659,000 people playing at any one time for those 3-hour chunks throughout the day. But then I needed to figure out, I'm just looking at my working out. I was trying to think what I did here. Then I thought, right, okay, well, if I take that 659,000 and I divide it by the number of minutes in those 3 hours, I ended up with, hang on, I will tell you in a second. So I ended up with, let me get my other piece of paper. Sorry, mate. Let's start again.
Okay.
So, one time, what percentage? You might have to edit a bit my stuttering out here.
I can do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Or I might leave it in for fun.
So at any one time, I got those 659,000. Then I said, if 659,000 play at one time, what percentage of the time is the ball in the air? That's where I went.
Sure.
That's where I went there. So then I had to think, well, if somebody's doing 18 holes and it takes about 4 hours, then that's 13.3 minutes between tee-offs. Every 13.3 minutes, a ball goes in the air. And I thought, well, that's not the only time in that round. And again, I don't play golf. So I estimated the ball will go in the air if you take away the putting maybe 4 times that 13.3 minutes.
On average, that's fair, yeah.
I thought, okay, cool. So I worked out that every 2.2 minutes, someone playing a round of golf would send a ball into the air.
Okay.
All right, on average. And then I thought, well, driving range is going to be way quicker than that. So I made an estimation and I brought that 2.2 minutes down to 1.5 minutes. So I estimate from all the people playing golf in the world, every 1.5 minutes to send a ball into the air.
Okay.
And that was based on somebody playing for 3 hours. So I figured out, well, what is 1.5? How many times is 1.5 minutes going to 3 hours? And I worked out a percentage of that. And I then worked out that at any one time, I think I had a percentage of 0.8% of the time for each single player, the ball is going to be in the air. And that worked out at 5,000 to, and I converted it to seconds. My working out's getting sloppy now, but I had about 5,272 balls in the air. And this isn't my answer though.
Okay.
At any one time, just based on people who play a round of golf.
Okay.
But then I thought, well, hang on. When a ball is in the air at any one time, it's in the air for more than 1 second. And then other people, so I estimated that I'm going to triple that. and I got 15,000 balls in the air at any one point. How far off was I?
Wow. I haven't got an answer. I was just interested in your Honestly, it was something I've wanted to know, and I thought let's use Catz's amazing mathematical prowess to see how good he could do. So that's good. 15,000 at any one time in the air.
That's facts, yeah.
In the air.
Well, could I just say though that I think the ball's in the air for more than 3 seconds. I'd say it's closer to 10 each shot.
Yeah, yeah. You could times that by 10. Yeah, not triple it.
Really, could be a lot more. See, I don't play golf. I mean, like it would be for a drive, but like how much for like a little chip out of the
if it averaged out. But I mean, the thing is, then you've got like if I want to say I'm sat with like a nice 5-iron, I want to hit a nice approach shot to the green. I'm like, yeah, that's going to go 200 yards, nice and high, slam on the green. I'll hit it, and it'll go 50 yards along the floor into the rough. So there's never a guarantee that it's going to go in the air. But anyway, excellent maths. I'm going to think of a different type of impossible math sport thing to do next time. I'm thinking it might be something to do with table tennis and revolutions of the ball or something like that. But I'll think of one. Okay. So thank you very much. Good effort, mate. Good effort.